What's up, guys? This is Eric Arsenault, recording artist, professional vocal coach, and originator of the Arsenault approach, a unique method for freeing the voice. Today we're going to talk about riffs, runs, and trills. A riff or a run is simply a quick articulation of a series of pitches, usually sustained on a single vowel sound. For example, one of the most notorious displays of riffs and runs, or perhaps abuse of riffs and runs, can be heard in the many renditions that you'll hear of the Star-Spangled Banner. Now, the basic melody is something like this. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Very straightforward and simple, right? But what you'll often hear instead is, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Now, all I did was I took the original melody and then I added extra notes, embellishments. Now, the demonstration that I gave you is something of a parody. Oftentimes, singers go a little too crazy with the riffs and runs. But this video is all about developing the skill, so I wanted to make sure that you guys had a clear idea of what I was talking about. I want you guys to think of riffs and runs like jewelry. A piece here or there can do a lot to enhance a look. A ring, earrings for ladies, necklace, guys, a nice watch, something. But put on too much, bling everywhere, and it looks tacky. Same thing with singing. A riff or a run here or there can really help to enhance the mood or the feeling in a song. But if you just overdo it and lay it on too thick, you sound amateurish and like you're trying too hard. Remember, riffs and runs should always be sung with purpose. So now let's get on to actually how to do riffs and runs. To execute crisp, clear, and effortless riffs and runs, it's all about developing the thin chord function of the vocal folds. Most singers sing with the thick part, the thick chord mass, the meaty part of the vocal folds. However, if you think about utilizing the inner edges instead, you get a crisper, cleaner sound, and the vocal folds feel lighter and are easier to control. And it makes singing a lot more fun. So let's start off with the foundation. First things first. In order to get the free runs that you want, the breathing has got to be there. Now, I'm not talking so much about taking breath in this time, but I'm talking instead about how we release the breath. A lot of singers come to me all the time and say, I need to work on my breathing because I run out of air on phrases, or if I take in more breath, I know I could do that riff or that run. But most singers, contrary to popular belief, take in too much air. And all of this air bombards the vocal folds with pressure, and the vocal folds can't handle it. And so what happens is, in order to keep the vocal folds from blowing apart, the neck muscles pitch in, and you get that. Also, the jaw muscles chip in, and the root of the tongue chips in. All of this extra muscular tension makes the voice feel heavy and takes away our flexibility and agility. So, do you want to know two little things that will make a world of difference? Number one, use the clearest tone possible. I'm not saying that you have to always keep it clear. I'm a fan of the Mariah, Brian McKnight styles too, and the all that stuff. It's cool. I get it. But when you're first learning, it's much easier if you use a clear tone. A clearer tone will automatically cause your body to release air more slowly. You'll have much better breath control. So for you soft, sultry singers out there, instead of using our sexy voices, instead of the baby, baby, let's focus it just a little bit for now and use baby, baby. Let's use our clearer tones. Trust me, you're going to find that it works out a lot better. Number two, relax the stomach. Some of you guys have been trained to tighten up your stomach in order to get the notes out. I know this is going to cause some controversy, and I'm probably going to get a lot of crazy comments for this, but tightening the stomach is just plain wrong. Let the stomach go. Release it. That is not supporting the voice. It's scientifically unsound, and it's just not practical. It doesn't work. It causes the throat to instinctively tighten up, and you'll just plain sound crappy. You just might get a temporary volume boost for a little while by squeezing the abdominal muscles, but your voice will quickly burn out, I assure you. Tightening up the abdominal muscles makes singing so much harder than it has to be. And it robs you of the full beauty of your tone. And also, it robs you of your full flexibility. Now, some of you are saying, I've never had vocal training in my life. I don't know anything about squeezing the abdominal muscles. This means nothing to me. But it still pertains to you as well, because a lot of people unconsciously tighten the abdominal muscles. When they get higher up or when they try to get louder, they start to flex the stomach muscles. You don't want rock hard abs while singing. Let the stomach go. If you're taking pictures, if you're walking out on the beach, go nuts, flex your stomach. Show off for the ladies, or ladies show off for the men, whatever. But when you're singing, relax. So what I'm going to ask is that when we do the vocal exercises that we're about to do in a second, place one hand on your stomach, and when you inhale, you should feel your stomach move just a little bit. Don't overly focus on it. It's not that serious. Just breathe normally. But as you sing, make sure that your stomach muscles are not locking up. And if you feel them start to lock up, consciously relax them. Make yourself let them go. Say stomach, gradually go in, but don't tense up. So the stomach can move. It can move gradually in, but you don't want it to lock up and tighten. There is a difference. It's a big difference between tightening up and just having it move inward. Understand? So what we're going to do right now is a simple exercise to help you develop agility and freedom in the voice, keeping in mind the 2 points that we talked about just a second ago. First, we're going to go through the scale once, taking it at a slow to moderate tempo so you can get your bearings. Then we're going to speed it up and pick up the pace a little bit for those of you who feel more comfortable or have become advanced, or maybe some of you are already advanced. So either way, whether you're a beginner or whether you're a professional, I still suggest trying both, just to work on enhancing your technique and control. No matter how great we are or how great some of us think we are, it never hurts to brush up on the basics. Major things to remember. 1. Go only as high as feels totally comfortable. A lot of you guys insist on pushing, and I know because I work with some of you every day. Don't push up. Even though it's a note you can hit, it doesn't matter. A high strained note is still a strained note. The notes that you have to reach and push for are notes that are going to be unreliable. Those are notes that are going to disappear as soon as you're a little tired, as soon as you become sick, or as soon as you just sung for too long. Those are not notes you'll keep. The notes that you attain gradually with freedom, with a relaxed, open throat, those are notes that you will keep. And if there's any confusion by relaxed, open throat, I mean no muscle tension. The same amount of relaxation that you're experiencing right now while just sitting, listening to me, without making any sound, your throat should stay just that relaxed when you're singing. It doesn't have to squeeze. Okay?